Welcome to Chiefs Uncut. I'm Lindsay LeBorgne. I have a few issues that I would like to speak with the community about. Number one issue is because we're at this time of the year in the winter months, we've been having snow events, but they end up being rain events as well. We had some flooding a couple of weeks ago. I know people that their power went out, myself included. I just wanted to mention to people at this time of the year, you should make sure that your sump pump is working properly. If your sump pump is a number of years old, you should probably think about replacing it. There's even sump pumps that run on battery power for when the power goes out. If you have a finished basement, if you have storage down there, it might be relatively expensive to get, but it's worth it if your things, several $1,000s worth of things, aren't ruined by a flood. So I would tell people, I urge you to look at that, try to get that done. Unfortunately, hydro is not as reliable lately as it's been in the past, and we have numerous power outages. So I would tell people ahead of time to probably look at that. Don't wait until the last minute. The other thing is, when we do have snow events, we get a lot of calls from people that live in the outlying areas of the community, and we have complaints that the snow plows haven't gone through. I just want to remind people that the snow plows will work from the busiest roads to the least busy roads, from that way. So if it takes a little bit longer to get to your place, it's because they're doing more frequently used roads. So I know there's a lot of anger about that, but that's just the way it is, unfortunately. And for those who've chosen to go further out from the village proper, that's an issue that we have to deal with. The other thing I would like to say is our community meetings are getting quite raucous. We had one just recently. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend. I had COVID, my second time. But from my fellow council members, they told me it was really profane. There was a lot of name calling, body shaming, you name it went on. And people that didn't participate in that but were community members were very upset. I know the Grand Chief is going to be talking about this issue, but I just wanted to mention it's never acceptable. Have respect for your fellow community member, whether they be a council member or not. It's just the right way to go. What's the old saying about you gather more honey, right? By being nice rather than by being mean to people. And finally, I'd like to mention, I'm sure by now everybody's been made aware that Mike DeLille is leaving council after 20 plus years. I served with Mike the first time he was on council, and then I left council for a number of years, and now I served with him again. I just want to thank him for all the effort that he's done working with the community, doing the best he can do, and looking out for the community like all the rest of us do. I mean, we frequently get called down. I mean, everybody knows it. And once you're on council, you get called down. It's just part of the game, and you have to sort of accept it. But sometimes, after a number of years of this going on, it does wear on you after a while. I'd like to thank Mike again for his tireless efforts working for the community. And he's going to another job, and I wish him well in that job. And on that note, I would also like to mention, this is my 20th year on council. It will also be my last year. I'm not running for election again in July. I'd like to thank the community for having its faith in me and electing me all these years that I was in. I hope I've done the best I can. I know there are people that I couldn't help, but I've tried. You can't always be successful in everything everybody wants. And everybody wants something, and if you don't do it, or you can't do it, they're not very happy with you. But it's been an honor working for the community. I look back on the times fondly. I worked with some great council members, and I wish the current council, whoever decides to run or get elected, does well. And Yawagoa Ganawage, Onagiwahi.